All right, guys, how we going? How you going? How you going? All good? This one? You're doing really well. There you go. So we've just made it to our first and last stop for the day, guys. Thanks for coming. So this is Little Oberon Bay. Just in front of us here, behind Little Oberon Bay, you have Mount Oberon. Next to Mount Oberon on the left-hand side, you've got this little mountain, which is creatively called Little Mount Oberon. If you go to the right, Mount Oberon, you're going to get to Oberon Bay. You got really creative, didn't they? Good girl.
Okay, we're at Cascade Falls. This is the end of Cascade Creek, and as you can see, there's quite a bit of water flowing down there from the rain at the moment. And Dan mentioned that weather event back in 2011. You can imagine what this would have been like then with over 300 mils of rain. It would have been absolutely pouring down here. One of the reasons we stop here is it's a really good reminder about the importance of fresh water at the Prom. There is no other freshwater sources in Wilson's Prom other than the rainfall. So basically rain falls on the Prom, runs down through all the granite, helps provide nutrients to all the plants and animals that live here.
Those two Homo sapiens up there, they've just walked 19 kilometres to get to this point. So to be able to come by boat, it's a lot easier. Hey?
Out on a day where it's wet and windy and wet, but we made it. This is the southernmost part of Australia.
So they've just walked down.
Wilson's Promontory, the end of the mainland. Yes. On a wet cruise.
Yeah, so
having fun, but trying to get footage where it's not the best.
And from here, guys, can anyone see Tassie? I can. I'm looking at it right now. That big island out there, guys, it's called Redondo Island, believe it or not, but that is the first island of Tassie. So that there is only 9 kilometres away from us. And when we're looking at that, we're looking at Tasmanian land. If we were to head about 10 minutes offshore, we'd be crossing the border and it would be in Tasmanian waters. It's crazy, isn't it? A bit too close for comfort. So we do actually get people who kayak all the way to the mainland of Tasmania. That would be about 250 kilometres south of us, so kind of straight out the direction we're pointing. They leave from the same beach that we left from today in kayaks. They go all the way across. Pretty keen, eh? Great. So
sleep on rocks.
The size of that big male on the rock. Massive.
There's not usually too much of it.
People are often surprised by the sound of the seals. You have a listen to them. They don't sound like traditionally what you might think seals sound like. It's a bark, it's a bleating. It's almost like goats or sheep. And we were upwind, but you can just get a faint whiff of the seals at the moment. The females have come in, they're pregnant. They basically come up into that depression up there, and that's where they have their pups. And you can often see Deakin University have been here. Looks like they've left, their rope's gone. And Deakin University come in each year and they stay on the island and they do a seal count. Basically to monitor the population of the pups. The females are smaller, they're about 1.8 metres, round about 150 kilos. And collectively, these Australian fur seals are the largest of the brown seal family. See the T-Rex head in the shape of the granite of the rock between the two caves. You can see the head, the jaw, the eye. And if you had 4 ginger tablets, you can see the spinal cord running down back here, the column, and the big thigh bone in the water. It's just the shapes in the rocks. It's pretty appropriate when you think about it. This rock is prehistoric. It's over 384 million years old. And it was effectively magma, like the rest of the granite here. So it's molten rock that has oozed its way up through the crust of the earth, and it's settled about 2 kilometres below the surface, and it's slowly cooled. And one of the cool things about that is it oozes. Clearly we've been out here too long. So where we are at the moment, it's probably about 18 metres deep. It's about 5 metres in the cave. And when we arrived, it's about 60 metres out there. So this whole granite is like a big pinnacle. It's about the shape of your thumb. It's about 70 to 80 metres below the water and 115 metres high above the water.